It would be safe to say that I am not a fan of John Fetterman. He might be a nice person. He may treat his family and his rescue dog very well. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I am saying that I do not believe his policies will be good for the country. But this video is not about him. Well, sort of, but not really. As everyone knows, he had a horrible presentation on the debate against Dr. Oz a few days ago. It was reported that there was a spike in "how do I change my vote?" in Pennsylvania Google searches. This is one of the reasons why early voting is not in the Constitution, but they do it anyway. That's a whole different story. So the Fetterman story arc is not going well. As we get closer to the actual voting day, it's just not looking good. A typical Democrat or progressive will automatically find something and call it racist. Listen, while John Fetterman is going through the healing process, he is having some trouble making speeches and getting his point across accurately. So his wife steps in to help. In this case, I am only speculating. She is the one who will find something and call it racist on his behalf. In this case, she chose swimming in America?
And while we did not want the mansion, that mansion came with a pool, and the pool I wanted. And the dream was to open this pool and make it a public pool, turn it into the people's pool, and ensure that young people across Pennsylvania could learn how to swim and learn water safety and kind of work to right some of the wrongs. You know, historically, swimming in America is very racist. And usually when you look at drowning statistics, it usually affects children of color because of lack of access.
All right, backstory. The Pennsylvania mansion where they currently reside has a large pool. She was talking on a podcast about how she wanted to make it a community pool so poor people can swim. There's nothing wrong with that. But calling it racist is just weird. Anyone can learn to swim. Every town has a YMCA or a beach, lake, river, swimming hole. Making swimming a racist thing is just, what's the word I'm looking for? Racist. This is more the same. Everyone's a victim. So I did a little digging into her background. Ooh, she's a real piece of work. Giselle Fetterman was born in Brazil. She illegally entered the USA when she was 7. Now, I know a child can't get here by herself, so she was brought here by her mother, who was also an illegal immigrant, and she was accompanied by her brother, so 3 illegal aliens. According to her Wikipedia page, the family lived in poverty and furnished their apartment with furniture they found on the street. Fetterman said that her family often depended on food banks and thrift stores. I feel sorry for the situation, but they arrived here illegally and immediately started taking our resources. Resources that could have been used on our own homeless or veterans. She goes on to become a community activist. As I understand it, that's a person who lobbies government agencies to give away more stuff. She launched the Positive Parking Signs Project, a local initiative installing signs around local communities with sayings like, "Follow your dreams," and "More hugs needed." Fetterman founded For Good PGH in 2017, a nonprofit that advocates for diversity and inclusion. Diversity and inclusion. That's how you end up with Karine Jean-Pierre as the White House press secretary. Oh, sure, she's a gay black woman, but she's horrible at her job. There is very little that I dislike as much as inclusivity and diversity. It's a gateway to communism, and it's just garbage. She, as a community organizer does, writes to local government to ask for more free crap, and that's when she met John Fetterman. They instantly fall in love, blah, blah, blah. My guess, and only a guess, just an opinion, is that a grifter found an easy mark, and she grabbed on tight. Cut to today. Fetterman has a very small chance of winning, but you never know. The full weight of big tech and legacy media is behind him. Plus, Dr. Oz, not a great choice. He has some flaws, to be quite honest. Now we're getting into wild conspiracy mode, so don't take any of this as serious news, because it just isn't. But what if? John Fetterman does get elected? And what if he doesn't make any mental improvements? Or, heaven forbid, he has another stroke. I don't want that to happen. But what if? Would his socialist, communist, illegal immigrant wife be calling the shots for a sitting senator? I am in no way saying this would happen. But is it possible? When President Roosevelt had polio, he was hidden away, and his wife did make a lot of decisions. One of Giselle Fetterman's main objective is immigration reform, so this might be a game changer. Now, if you have any opinions on this wild speculation, let me know in the comments. All right, do the like and subscribe thing. I got another video coming later, so I'll see you soon.